What's going on, everybody, and welcome to our review of Black Widow. I am joined on the drive home from the preview screening with Sir Waigs.
Hey gang, how are we?
Star of GTA. So many of you watching this will know who this guy is.
Yeah.
And as you can see, he actually does drive relatively normally when he's not behind the stick of a game. Anyway.
It's disappointing, I know. But...
It is a bit disappointing. But look, that's beside the point. So Black Widow is the 800th movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Well, all right, 24th, but who's counting? Directed by Australia's own Kate Shortland, and it stars Scarlett Johansson reprising her character of Natasha Romanoff, of course, from the Marvel films, which you might be saying to yourself, but how? She's dead! Well, this film is set in 2016, so it's designed to give you a bit of backstory about her past, and pretty much that's it, really. So the plot, it centers around her and her sister, who is a character named Yelena, who is played by one of my most favorite actresses in the world, if not my favorite, Florence Pugh. And essentially, they find out that the Red Room, which is the organization who brainwashes and controls these people to turn them into sleeper agents, that it still exists, and so they've got to take it down. And that is seriously the plot to the movie. That's pretty much it. And you've seen from the trailers that we got Rachel Weisz is in it, and the actor whose name I can't remember, David Harbour, I think it is, as their parental figures. So going into it, I didn't really know too much what to expect, probably even more than you.
I knew very little.
Less than no idea. But I came out of it, I was very entertained. We were very entertained.
Very entertained.
What did you think of it, Waigs?
I was reasonably entertained, yes. I did enjoy it.
Yes, exactly. It's not absolute top level Marvel, for us, because we've decided that we both thought the same thing of it pretty much. So things I liked, I thought the chemistry between Scarlett Johansson and Florence Pugh was amazing. I loved watching the two of them on screen. They had a lot of really funny moments. Florence stole the show for me. Actually, that's one thing. Now, you have never seen her in a movie before, am I right?
I have never seen her. Full stop.
Exactly. Who
is she?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Star of Fighting With My Family, Midsummer, Lady Macbeth, a lot of movies.
Nobody, right.
Well, what did you think of her?
Yeah, she was all right. Yeah. I think she sort of held her own. The fact that she's stepping into a movie and playing alongside, Black Widow and stuff. Yeah, I think she did a good job.
Yeah. Look, for me personally, someone who's a massive fan of her, I was not disappointed. She was just amazing. There were so many subtleties to her performance. There was a scene where her character, Yelena, and Natasha are sitting talking, and they've got bottles of drink, and she does this one moment where she just does this thing, leans forward and just rests her head on the bottle, and I was sitting there thinking to myself, I wonder if that was just this really cool little bit of improvisation, or if that was directed or whatever. But it was the little things like that I just loved about her performance. Action wise, I thought pretty much all the action scenes in it were really, really good. You thought towards the end they were a little over the top?
Yeah. So look, considering we're watching Marvel, so we all know to expect the unexpected when it comes to believability. Look, the first 2/3 of the movie I really thought were very believable, that could really happen if you were Marvel.
Yeah.
The last third I kind of felt was kind of really stretching the believability even into the Marvel world, but it was still good.
Yeah, look, I totally agree. This is one of these rare times where Waigs and I are really on board with each other as far as what we thought of a movie. I agree. Look, it was very over the top towards the end, but as he said, really still enjoyable. It is definitely the kind of movie that I wouldn't hesitate to see it again. wouldn't really sort of, go out of my way to see it again, but yeah, like it was just a good, fun time at the movies. Loved all the different locations around the world. It made the movie look interesting. I thought it was well shot. The fight scenes and choreography and everything, they weren't too heavily chopped or filmed too close up. Like, it did suffer from that a little bit, but overall not too bad. So as far as, well, for me, what let it down a little bit for me was that I just didn't feel it was as compelling a narrative as a lot of the other Marvel films. Particularly because, like I said, the plot is just that simple. It's these two girls setting out to destroy this organization. Like, that is it. And the main villain, he was interesting, more so in terms of Natasha's backstory and how he sort of fit into that. He has this sort of puppet weapon character named Taskmaster, who at first I just kind of thought was sort of like a Terminator sort of a thing. It was just this character that wasn't saying anything and was just beating people up, and I was like, okay. But no spoilers, of course, but the reveal as to who the character is and stuff, I thought made that character a lot more interesting. What did you think of Taskmaster?
Who would have thought it was Captain America?
I said no spoilers.
God damn it.
Jeez.
I like the character. Yes.
Yeah.
The end.
So yeah, it was all these things that I just thought were good that weren't great. So, but again, overall, it was an entertaining watch. I think if you go in not expecting something on the level of Infinity War, etc., you're probably going to have a better time. If you're expecting too much from it, it might let you down a little bit. But I don't know. That's pretty much all I really want to say about it. What about you?
Yeah. I think that's the other main thing I felt it suffered from, and like it did kind of feel like just another Marvel movie. If it's probably good that we've had this break of however long it's been, 18 months or whatever, since the last movie, because if I had seen that straight after all the other Marvel movies, I probably would have been kind of marveled out a bit. So having that break, I think, was probably a good thing for this. That was the other thing for me. I did feel as though this movie just lacked a bit of originality. So many of the other Marvel movies got these grand ideas, and like really cool villains and stuff, whereas this one, as entertaining as it was, it did sort of feel like we've seen it before. But overall, as a backstory for Natasha, who's just such a great character and I think deserved to have her story told, I think it did a really great job. I just thought overall it was quite entertaining. And this is the rarest time when Sir Waigs and I have both agreed that we are giving the movie the same score, and that is a 7.5 out of 10. A 10.
Yeah. Now, one thing I will say, obviously there is a post-credit scene in this film, and it involves a character that I know was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The only thing is I have not seen all of Falcon and the Winter Soldier because I got really bored after 3 episodes and gave up on it. So even though I know that character was in it, I don't actually know who they are or anything. So I'm sort of compelled now maybe to finish off that series. But yeah, if you're going into the end credit scene and you haven't seen that show, just so you know, that person is from there. But anyway, all right, well, thank you very much, Sir Waigs, not only for coming along, but for
the tickets.
Well, that's all right. It's what I do. Well, thanks for driving us up there and stuff,
No worries, Miss Daisy.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen that movie, so I can't really make any relevant jokes.
Oh, Miss Daisy.
God damn it.
Yeah.
All right, fine, I'll be your Miss Daisy. All right, so thank you everybody for watching this review. We'll see you on Thursday for GTA, and yeah, throwing it over to you guys. If you have seen Black Widow, I would love to know what you guys thought of it, so drop me some comments either here, Facebook, or Twitter. All the social media links are in the description below, because we like to talk about movies, and we would love to talk about movies with you. Catch you next time.
Click subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest movie reviews. Skynet will be taking over any day now, so what have you got to lose? Nyah.